Especially here, this crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Baresi reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi's cross. Nicely weighted ball. That climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen them.
He rises! Oh, he's been caught, and another try! There's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter.
Chance! Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Dembele.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's really well cleared. And back to the keeper. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's the throw. Has a look and plays it forward. Looking for the run. Haaland! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Dembele. Gets his head on it! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's played forward. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Pull it. Roberto Carlos. And it's O'Shea. Wan-Bissaka cuts it out. Pele. Now it's Messi. O'Shea. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Pele! Cleared away. That'll be a corner. Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Pretty robust defending.
Rui Costa, lovely bit of skill. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele, Dembele is wide and looking to get onto this. Haaland. Van der Sar claims comfortably. That is good alertness. Upamecano, passing is crisp and sharp, looking to play him in. That is lovely. Haaland's cross. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. He is through here.
Such good technique.
A lot. And the shot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a...
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. So he's plotting something before playing it in. O'Shea clears it away. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Sao Paulo are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 9. Camisa 22.
And we're off again.
Deixando o campo para a entrada dele.
It's Dembele.
Camisa 22.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the finish! It's in! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Cruyff is on his own. Sao Paulo different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Guendouzi. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a good run down the right.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And Messi! They've got to be quick to it, and it's come back out to him. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And he's had it nicked away, and it's Messi. Searching pass he's played there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Haaland. Engages and forces him off the ball. Who saw this coming? Sao Paulo are hurt by just about the final punch. Aimed beyond the defence. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Now that's well seen too. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Shifted it to the flank. He's in plenty of space here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And the break is on. Messi, well read, and the danger is averted. Caceres. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that was very necessary.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 11, camisa 15.
Sao Paulo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Camisa 3.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Messi. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's tried one! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Messi fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bergomi receives it in a wide position.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Delivered in. It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. No, it's come to nothing. Makaleli gets it away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now a great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. The most accurate pass. Deep into stoppage time. And it's Hullet. Hullet. Oh, this is a... And Hullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's hoisted clear. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Great vision. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bora. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pull it! Oh, that's nice. Swings it across. Oh, what a ball! Sao Paulo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Pirlo. Bout of passing here, really easy. And Shevchenko! Goal! Sao Paulo! And he celebrates his 30th goal. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Milan, shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. From behind for a goal kick. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Pull it.
Milan really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. There will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Makaleli. And it's Hullet.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. And it's Hullet. This might spell Romario! Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Bora. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi picks it up, shoots! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Sao Paulo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He has found the way through. Chooses to go back. Over to the left. He's a sharp little ball here, and he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a... Romario! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Varane. And here's Hullet. And he's there to belt it away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Sao Paulo really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Sao Paulo go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Signore e signori, è il momento dell'estrazione di oggi. Tenete a portata di mano I biglietti ricevuti all'ingresso. Attenzione, un cambio.
So off we go once more. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Pirlo. No, again there's no way through. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Now he's got space here. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Sao Paulo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
A case now of complete control. Oh, easy pickings there. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. Pull it. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, delightful ball. And that has left him in a heap. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Makalele. Pull it.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, well measured.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Sao Paulo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pull it. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. It's a searching pass. Oh, super find. That's the keeper's ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played into space. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. And that has been cleared. And he's there to make the challenge.
That's going in strongly.
Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. Cross needs to be good. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Nice interception, well timed. Roberto Carlos. Nice looking ball. Thuram cuts out the pass. Looking here to chip it through. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. Neymar. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. He's looking wide. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that has not gone well. Ambitious ball here. Roberto Carlos. And this is Shevchenko. Pele. Big chance! Goal! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored.
Real chance!
Oh,
denied at the last. Pull it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos powering forward here. And that is as far as it goes. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Shevchenko, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Well, after all of that, Jim,